Yo, what's good everyone? Welcome back to our 16 personality types series, where we're diving deep into what makes each Myers-Briggs type tick. This is video number 6, and today we're shining the spotlight on the ISFP. The adventurer, the artist, the quiet soul with a heart full of creativity, and a knack for living in the moment. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and join us as we unpack what it means to be an ISFP. And if you've been rocking with us since the start, you know the drill. Grab a snack, get comfy, and let's get into it. Now, before we jump into the signs, careers, strengths, weaknesses, and some super practical tips for ISFPs, let's kick things off with a little data to set the stage. How many people out there are actually ISFPs? Well, according to studies like those from the mbti manual and psychologist David Keirsey, ISFPs make up roughly 5% to 10% of the global population. That is about 400 to 800 million people out of the 8 billion or so walking the earth. Not the most common type, but definitely not rare either. They're out there, quietly shaping the world with their artistic flair and grounded warmth. Fun fact, ISFPs are often called the composer or adventurer because of their ability to create beauty and seize the day. So if you're an ISFP or think you might be, you're in good company. Think legends like Michael Jackson or Frida Kahlo, who we'll touch on later. All right, let's break this down. Today, we're covering 5 big areas: the telltale signs of an ISFP, the best career paths for them, their unique strengths, the weaknesses they might wrestle with, and some actionable tips to help ISFPs thrive. Whether you're an ISFP yourself or just curious about this type, stick around. This is gonna be a vibe. First up, how do you know if you're an ISFP? The ISFP personality type stands for introverted, sensing, feeling, perceiving, and it has a unique blend of traits that makes these folks stand out in their own subtle way. Let's run through some key signs that scream ISFP energy. If you're nodding along to these, you might just be an adventurer. Sign number 1. You're introverted but warm. ISFPs are introverts, meaning they recharge best in solitude or small trusted circles. Big crowds or endless socializing? Yeah, that can drain them faster than a phone with a cracked battery. But don't mistake their quiet nature for being cold. ISFPs are super warm and approachable once you get to know them. They the type to show their care through actions, like helping a friend move or crafting a thoughtful gift, rather than loud declarations. If you love your alone time, but still have a soft spot for the people you vibe with, that's classic ISFP. Sign number 2. You live for the moment. ISFPs are all about the now. Their perceiving trait means they prefer to go with the flow, not stress about 5-year plans. They're tuned into their surroundings, noticing the little details, like the way the light hits a tree or the texture of a cozy sweater. This makes them super present, whether they're hiking in nature or jamming to their favorite song. If you find joy in spontaneous adventures and rarely sweat the long term, you're channeling ISFP energy. Sign number 3. You're guided by values and feelings. Thanks to their feeling preference, ISFPs make decisions based on their heart and personal values, not just cold logic. They've got a strong moral compass and a deep sense of what's right or wrong for them. This isn't tea about following society's rules. It's about staying true to their own code. If you've ever passed on a job or choice because it didn't feel right, even if it made sense on paper, that's the ISFP's introverted feeling, at work. Sign number 4. You've got a creative or artistic streak. ISFPs are often called the artists of the MBTI, and for good reason. Their sensing side gives them a keen eye for aesthetics. Think colors, textures, sounds, and they love expressing themselves through creative outlets. Whether it's painting, music, dance, or even arranging a killer Instagram feed, ISFPs have a knack for making things beautiful. Not every ISFP is a professional artist, but they often bring creativity to whatever they do, from cooking to problem solving. Sign number 5. You're observant and practical. Unlike intuitive types who love big picture ideas, ISFPs are grounded in the here and now. Their sensing preference makes them super observant, catching details others miss. They're also doers, not just dreamers. If there's a problem, they'll roll up their sleeves and find a practical solution, often with a creative twist. If you hector the person who notices when someone is upset or fixes things with a hands-on approach, you're probably rocking that ISFP practicality. Sign number 6. You avoid conflict like the plague. Like the ISFPs are peacekeepers at heart. Their empathetic nature means they hate arguments or tension, and they'll go out of their way to keep things harmonious. This doesn't mean they're for pushovers, they're for fiercely loyal to their values, but they'd rather diffuse a situation than escalate it. If you find yourself dodging drama or smoothing things over, that's a big ISFP vibe. Sign number 7. You're flexible and spontaneous. Rigid schedules and strict rules? Not an ISFP's cup of tea. Their perceiving trait makes them adaptable and open to new possibilities. They're the friend who down for a last-minute road trip or a random art project. This flexibility makes them fun to be around, but it can also mean they struggle with long-term commitments. If you love keeping your options open and rolling with whatever life throws at you, you're likely an ISFP. So, how many of those hit home? If you're checking off most of these boxes, you might be an ISFP, or at least have some serious adventurer vibes. Drop a comment below and let me know which signs you relate to most. And if you're still unsure, we'll link a free MBTI test in the description to help you figure it out. Alright, let's talk about where ISFPs shine in the working world. ISFPs thrive in careers that let them express their creativity, work hands-on, and align with their values. They need freedom, flexibility, and a chance to make a tangible impact. According to career data from sources like Indeed and Truity, ISFPs are drawn to roles that blend artistry, empathy, and practicality. Here's a rundown of some top career paths, plus a few to maybe avoid. ISFPs, you're in for a treat. Here are some awesome career paths that really vibe with your creative and free-spirited nature. 1. Graphic designer. Graphic design is a slam dunk for ISFPs. It combines their aesthetic sense with practical problem solving. They can create visuals that resonate emotionally with audiences, and the freelance or project-based nature of the gig offers the freedom they crave. Plus, their empathy helps them understand what clients and audiences want. Average salary in the US? Around $50,000, $70,000. But top designers can earn way more. I2, interior designer. ISFPs have a natural talent for making spaces beautiful and functional. Interior design lets them play with colors, textures, and layouts while meeting clients' practical needs. It's hands-on, creative, and often independent, perfect for an ISFP. Expect to earn about $60,000 on average, with high-end designers pulling in 6 figures. 3. Nurse or occupational therapist. ISFPs' caring nature makes them amazing in healthcare roles. Nursing or occupational therapy lets them help people directly, using their observational skills and compassion. These jobs are practical, hands-on, and meaningful, aligning with ISFP values. 4. Environmental scientist or park ranger. Many ISFPs feel a deep connection to nature. Careers like environmental science or park rangering let them protect the planet while working outdoors. These roles are practical, hands-on, and offer autonomy, which ISFPs love. Environmental scientists can earn around $75,000, $100,000, while park rangers make about $40,000, $60,000. 5. Musician or performer. ISFPs like Michael Jackson or Bob Dylan have left their mark through music. Whether it's singing, songwriting, or playing an instrument, music lets ISFPs express their emotions and creativity. Income varies wildly. Starving artists might scrape by, but successful musicians can earn millions. 6. Chef or culinary artist. Cooking is an art form, and ISFPs excel at creating dishes that are as beautiful as they are delicious. The fast-paced, hands-on kitchen environment suits their spontaneity, and they love experimenting with flavors. Chefs earn around $50,000, $80,000, with top culinary artists making much more. 7. Photographer or videographer. Photography and videography let ISFPs capture the world's beauty through their unique lens. They can work independently, travel, and tell stories visually. Average earnings are around $40,000, $60,000. But successful freelancers or niche photographers, like wedding or fashion, can earn 6 figures. Not every job is a good fit for ISFPs. Roles with rigid structures, heavy abstract thinking, or constant conflict can drain them. For example, 1. Accountant. 2. Repetitive and data-driven with little room for creativity. 2. Surgeon. High stress, long-term commitment, and intense decision-making don't vibe with ISFP spontaneity. 3. Corporate manager. The bureaucracy and need for long-term planning can feel stifling. 4. High-stakes sales. Aggressive targets and constant pressure clash with ISFP's laid-back nature. The key for ISFPs is finding a career that feels meaningful and lets them be themselves. If you're an ISFP, what's your dream job? Or, if you're already in a career, how's it working for you? Let's hear it in the comments. And if you're exploring career options, check out our career quiz linked below for personalized suggestions. Now, let's talk about what makes ISFPs awesome. Every personality type has its superpowers, and ISFPs bring a unique blend of creativity, empathy, and practicality to the table. Drawing from sources like 16 Personalities and Truity, here are the top strengths that make ISFPs shine. Strength number 1. Creative and artistic ISFPs have a natural gift for aesthetics and self-expression. Whether they're painting, designing, or just curating a vibe, they make the world more beautiful. Their creativity isn't just about art. It shows up in how they solve problems or approach life, always with a fresh, unique perspective. Strength number 2. Empathetic and compassionate ISFPs are deeply in tune with others' emotions. Their introverted feeling, phi, makes them sensitive to people's needs, and they're often the first to offer a helping hand or a listening ear. This empathy makes them amazing friends, partners, and caregivers. Strength number 3. Observant and detail-oriented. Thanks to their extroverted sensing and SE, ISFPs notice the little things, patterns, textures, or subtle shifts in mood. This makes them great at spotting opportunities or solving problems in real time. They're the ones who catch a typo in a presentation or notice when a friend is feeling off. Strength number 4. Practical and hands-on. ISFPs aren't just dreamers, they're doers. They love turning ideas into reality. Whether it's building something, cooking a meal, or helping someone out, their grounded nature means they focus on what works, not just what sounds good on paper. Strength number 5. Flexible and adaptable ISFPs roll with the punches better than most. Their perceiving trait makes them open to change and new experiences, whether it's a last-minute plan or a curveball at work. This flexibility makes them easygoing and fun to be around. Strength number 6. Authentic and individualistic ISFPs march to the beat of their own drum. They're not swayed by societal expectations and stay true to their values, even when it's unpopular. This authenticity inspires others to be themselves too. Strength number 7. Charming and likable. Despite their introversion, ISFPs have a quiet charm that draws people in. Their live and let live attitude and genuine kindness make them popular, even if they're not seeking the spotlight. These strengths make ISFPs such a gift to the world. They're like the cool, creative friend who's always got your back and makes everything a little more beautiful. If you're an ISFP, which of these strengths do you vibe with most? And if you know an ISFP, give them a shout out in the comments for being awesome. All right, let's keep it real. No one's perfect, not even ISFPs. Like every type, they've got some challenges to navigate. Understanding these weaknesses can help ISFPs grow and thrive. Based on insights from Psychology Junkie and Mind Body Green, here are the main areas where ISFPs might struggle. Weakness number 1, indecisiveness. ISFPs love keeping their options open, but sometimes they take it too far. Their fear of making the wrong choice can lead to analysis paralysis, especially for big decisions like careers or relationships. They might delay deciding in hopes something better comes along. Weakness number 2, hypersensitivity. ISFPs feel things deeply, which is a strength, but it can also be a weakness. Criticism or conflict can hit them hard, and they might take things personally. This sensitivity can make it tough to handle tough feedback or high-stress situations. Weakness number 3, lack of long-term planning. Living in the moment is great, but ISFPs can struggle to plan for the future. They might overlook how today's choices shape tomorrow, leading to financial stress or missed opportunities. Big responsibilities, like parenting or career goals, can catch them off guard. Weakness number 4, easily bored. ISFPs crave novelty and hands-on experiences. Abstract theories or repetitive tasks, hard pass. This can make school or certain jobs feel like a slog, and they might disengage if things get too routine. Weakness number 5, avoidance of conflict. ISFPs hate rocking the boat, so they might suppress their own needs to keep the peace. This can lead to bottled up emotions or unhealthy compromises, especially in relationships or at work. Weakness number 6, difficulty with structure. Organization isn't an ISFP's strong suit. Their inferior extroverted thinking, TE, means they struggle with schedules, deadlines, or rigid systems. This can make them seem flaky or unreliable, even if they don't mean to be. Weakness number 7, fluctuating self-esteem. ISFPs' sensitivity to others' opinions can mess with their confidence. If they feel unappreciated or judged, their self-esteem might take a hit. This is especially true in environments that don't value their creative or empathetic contributions. These weaknesses didn't mbti define ISFPs. They were just areas where they might need a little extra TLC or strategy. The good news, awareness is half the battle. If you're an ISFP, do any of these resonate? Or if you've got tips for overcoming them, share them below. We're all about growth here. So, how can ISFPs lean into their strengths, work on their weaknesses, and live their best adventurer life? I've got 7 practical tips, backed by insights from Verywell Mind and ClickUp, to help ISFPs thrive in their personal and professional worlds. Let's dive in. Tip number 1, embrace your creativity daily. Your artistic streak is your superpower, so make time for it. Even if you're not in a creative career, find small ways to express yourself. Sketch in a notebook, try a new recipe, or rearrange your space. This keeps you grounded and fulfilled. Set aside 15 minutes a day for a creative hobby to recharge your soul. Tip number 2, practice decision-making. To combat indecisiveness, start with small choices and build up. Try a decision-making framework. List pros and cons, check in with your values, and set a deadline to decide. For big choices, talk it out with a trusted friend to get clarity. The more you practice, the easier it gets. Tip number 3, build resilience to criticism. Sensitivity is a gift, but it can sting. Work on separating your self-worth from others' opinions. Try journaling after feedback to process your emotions, or practice reframing criticism as a chance to grow. A body-mind practice like yoga or meditation can also help you stay centered. Tip 4, add a little structure. You don't need to live by a planner, but a loose structure can help. Use tools like a to-do list or calendar app to track tasks and deadlines. Break big goals into small, actionable steps to avoid feeling overwhelmed. For example, if you're saving money, set a weekly budget and check in regularly. Tip number 5, communicate your needs. Avoiding conflict is tempting, but bottling up your feelings can backfire. Practice assertive communication. Use I statements like, I feel overwhelmed when deadlines pile up. This respects your needs while keeping the peace. Start with low-stakes situations to build confidence. Tip number 6, seek careers that fit your values. When job hunting, prioritize roles that align with your passions and offer flexibility. Research companies with supportive cultures that value creativity and collaboration. If you're in a mismatched job, look for ways to bring your ISFP strengths to it, like suggesting a creative project or volunteering for hands-on tasks. Tip number 7, surround yourself with supportive people. ISFPs thrive with people who appreciate their authenticity and give them space to be themselves. Build a circle of friends, mentors, or colleagues who get you. If you're feeling judged, set boundaries with negative influences. Your vibe attracts your tribe, so seek out those who lift you up. These tips are all about helping ISFPs play to their strengths and navigate their challenges with confidence. If you're an ISFP, which tip are you gonna try first? And if you've got your own life hacks, drop them in the comments. I know our community would love to hear them. And there you have it, folks. The full scoop on the ISFP personality type, from their adventurous spirit to their creative soul. Whether you're an ISFP or just love one, I hope this video gave you some insight into what makes them so special. If you enjoyed this, give it a thumbs up, share it with a friend, and subscribe for the rest of our 16 personality type series. Next up, we're diving into the ISTP, the virtuoso, so you don't want to miss it. Got thoughts on ISFPs? Are you one, or do you know one? Tell us your stories in the comments. I read every single one, and if you want to dig deeper, check out the links in the description for free MBTI tests, career quizzes, and more resources to explore your type. Thanks for hanging out with me today, and until next time, keep being your awesome, authentic self. Peace out.